Hey, you guys, how are you? Welcome to Violetta Alexis Tarot. It's nice to see you guys. What's up, Abigail? Thank you so much for being the first super chatter of the night. Shout out to Rick, Complexity, and my girl Lori, aka Dart Designs. We're going to be taking a look at you and the person that you have on your mind. So, whether that's a lover, a friend, it could really be anybody, although I do tend to focus a little bit more on romantic connections. If you want to book a super chat reading during this live, then you can do so by doing it right here in the YouTube chat. Okay. If you don't know how it works and you're new here, then you can go ahead and go to my website, violettaalexis.com, and you can click super chat rules. If you don't want to take the time and the massive energy that it would take to put that in your web browser, then you can go ahead and click the pinned comment in the chat box. Okay. Personal readings are always available on hipsy.com/violettaalexis. You can find that in the description box below. If you want to book a personal pre-recorded reading and you want to get 20% off, then at checkout you can put Violetta 20 in the coupon section. If you want to just get a regular reading, then you can hit up violettaalexis.com. What's up, Miss Redmond? What's up, Courtney? It's nice to see you. Hello, Erica. Aw, Erica, thanks. What's up, Crystal? Thanks, Crystal. Oh, you guys are so cute. What's up, AI? All right, are you guys ready? Pluto moves into Aquarius tomorrow. I know the cardinal signs are happy to see Pluto get the hell out of Capricorn. Us fixed signs are shaking in our panties and shaking in our boots. I'm going to come up on that Pluto square Pluto. Okay. I'm going to have my Plutonian square coming up within the next couple of years. So that looks exciting. Then right after that, it's going to be Pluto square my ascendant and my descendant. And then not too long after that, it's going to be Pluto square my natal Venus. So I'm going to be getting my ass kicked. I know that. I know that fixed stelliums are probably going to be feeling this really, really heavy. And I definitely have one. So, oh, and I didn't even think about my moon. And then after my Venus, it's going to square my moon, right? I have Taurus rising at 7 degrees. I have my Pluto and Scorpio at 5 degrees. Obviously, I have my descendant at 7 degrees. And then I have my Venus at 11 degrees. And then I have my moon at 15 degrees. So I'm just going to get hit over and over and over and over again. Alexis, it's nice to see you. Thank you so much. I'm don't be terrified. It's going to be challenging, it's going to be challenging. Leo placements are definitely going to feel it with those oppositions, honestly. Leo placements are probably going to be feeling it more than us fixed placements, unless you have like a ton of fixed placements. But so yeah, I feel like I got to put my boxing gloves on and armor up, What's up, Jessica? Where can I find this information for myself? You can look up your natal chart, right? So obviously you need to know the time of your birth. You need to know where you were born. I'm sure that you know where you were born, but not everybody knows the time of their birth. And then you would write that in. I like AstroSeek, so astro-seek.com. And you'll be able to see the upcoming transits that are happening for you specifically. What's up, Melly Beth? More exciting than tight. That was so scripted. You know what? I'm not, listen, any Mike Tyson slander, okay, is getting blocked on my channel. I love Mike Tyson. I love Mike Tyson. That man has been through so much. He was one of those where he just really got humbled by life. And I mean, he even said, like, I'm doing this for my family. Like, there's no way. Did you guys see Mike Tyson train? Like, did you actually see him train versus him in the ring? That was absolutely scripted. Sorry, not happening. I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying it. There's no way. Mike Tyson is an absolute tank. Even being 50 something years old, he would have absolutely bodied that little twink. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but no. I don't think so. You love the ear biter, huh? I do. Yes, I do. Because the person that he is now, he lost a child, you know, he lost his little girl I think she was 3 or 4 years old, you know, and he's just been really humbled by life, and, he's completely changed his whole tune, man, you know, and I respect people like that. So, yeah. But I definitely know that that was scripted. If anybody actually watched Mike Tyson train, if you guys actually watched Mike Tyson train versus what was it was almost like he was like, like acting like, "Oh no." I couldn't watch the fullness of that. He's from my hometown. Oh, awesome. Where is he from? I don't even know. I know he's a Cancer. Of course, I love him. You guys know I love Cancer. What's up, Missy? Oh, wow, Missy, you got it coming. You know what, though? It doesn't have to be all bad, you know? The Pluto transits don't have to be terrifying. We come here to evolve our soul. Glad to see some take that to heart and do the work. Yeah. You cannot pay me to watch that. Right, Lori. I can't watch it. I adore Mike Tyson. I'm sorry. I just adore him. Do you guys ever see when he did shrooms on a podcast? Oh, I love that man. What's up, social owner? Whew. God damn, it's hot in here. Oh God, I forgot I had my heat on. Hold on. Thanks, Missy D. We met a fangirl right here. I took him to the airport. That's really cool. That's really awesome. And Violetta said it's not all bad. You're on a lucky streak. Well, I guess it is what you make it, you know. Pluto transits are not easy. You know, I have Pluto conjunct my descendant, conjunct my chart ruler, opposite my ascendant. You know, it's Pluto's not easy, man. It's really, it's not, but I feel like I was born into the energy, you know, Venus and Scorpio conjunct Pluto and Scorpio, Pluto opposite my ascendant. Venus opposite my moon, Venus and Scorpio opposite my moon and Taurus. It's, oh man, you know, I'm very familiar. I am all too familiar. But I will say this, I think that wherever you have Pluto, I think that's where you have the ability to be destroyed, but also allow it to rise you from the ashes, so to speak. And my biggest catalysts have always been my relationships, where I've had my power stripped from me and I have come out stronger and better, sometimes hotter. What's up, Faye? You know, so Pluto can also be like where people are jealous of you as well, but I definitely find it more as the house where you can transform from, like where you go through the most power struggles but also transform from. So it's in the 6th house, but it's like right before the 7th house. It's like right there. It's like 2 degrees away, right? But it is conjunct my descendant. So, and definitely had to go through a lot of, thank you so much, Wander Tarot. Definitely had to go through a lot of, you know, Scorpio can represent like abuse and things like that and assaults and things like that, and I've been through that since I was 2, you know, and it really like, whoo, that has been a huge play in my life, but it has also kind of made me who I am in a weird, twisted, sick way, but in a strengthening way, you know. Of course, I don't wish that on anybody, right? But yeah, and so yeah. All right, you guys, let's do this. face tat says a lot. I don't know. Yeah, I don't judge him. I just don't. I think people that get tattoos are trying to control their pain. I think people who get tattoos are in a lot of pain. I think that people that it's almost a coping mechanism or something, or maybe not always a coping mechanism, but a here's the evidence of what I went through or something like that. Almost like a badge of honor. But yeah. Please do a video on what the Pluto transit might have in store for the signs. Oh, maybe. I mean, maybe. Pluto and Venus and Scorpio, tell me about it. Yeah, me too. Yeah. All right. So, sometimes hotter, she says. Sometimes. All right. I don't either, but it does says a lot about a personality. I mean, honestly, if I was a guy that like lost his 3-year-old daughter because she started a treadmill and bonked her head and like that was it, and a guy who went through some other things I'm not going to mention, but a guy who watched his hero just kind of die out, Muhammad Ali, right? And some of the other things that he's been through. I mean, we never know why people do what they do sometimes. I don't judge him for the face tat, certainly not. I mean, I think that there are bigger things to worry about than somebody having a face tat. Do I find it attractive? No, but I'm also not banging Mike Tyson. So I don't care. What's up, Kinez? I totally get what you mean. You wouldn't be who you were without him. It didn't have to happen. Yeah, I mean, it would be great to be the girl who like never had to worry about anything, and I was able to stay in my feminine energy forever, and all that. It just wasn't my path. It just wasn't my path. What's up, Selena? Thanks, Darcy. Yeah, I did a little bit of Dutch braid action today. All right, so I'm sorry, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, if you don't know how super chats work, you can go ahead and visit my website, violettaalexis.com, and then you can look under super chat rules. If you do want to book a super chat this evening, you're more than welcome to do so. You can do it straight within the YouTube app or from your desktop or whatever the case is. If you want to book a more personal reading, you can visit my website once again at violettaalexis.com. If you want 20% off a reading, then you can book at hipsy.com/violettaalexis. All of that information can be found in the description box below and out at checkout in the coupon code section. Just go ahead and write Violetta with the number 20. Okay. Thanks a lot, Jess. Love the hair. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. So, of course, we're going to start with Aries. Hello, Aries. All right, Aries, let's go ahead and take a look. Aw, thanks, Kinez. I appreciate that. I used to actually sit there and chat for a living. I did that for a long time. I just sat there and talked. I also used to get really drunk as well, but that was back in the day. You have good hair. Thanks. Yeah, I finally took out the extensions. I just didn't want them anymore. I was like, I don't need it. I don't feel like I need the extensions. So I just got rid of them. What's up, JJ? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Rambling Bling? Aries first, always. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and see. Hold on, I'm trying to think here. All right. Aries, flip this if you need to. The Knight of Wands is in your feelings. So, I mean, clearly you're feeling very passionate about this person. This is somebody that you want to actually take action towards. This can be a very strong sexual attraction as well. So that's good. Ooh, I love it. Wheel of Fortune. You may feel like, for some of you, you can feel like this is fated. You can feel like this person was brought into your life. Maybe God put this person in your life, or the universe did, or whatever the case. And it's kind of like you're just rolling with it. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to try to hang on to control. I'm not going to try to take this too serious, or I'm not going to be too controlling, or you're just kind of letting it flow as it may. And you feel like that would probably benefit you more than trying to be in control of something. The Nine of Wands, for how you see this person, you could feel like they're guarded, but you could also view this as somebody who's really kind of been through the ringer or been through a lot in their lives. This is kind of like the wounded warrior. So for some of you, if you've had deep talks with this person, I don't know if this is an established bond or if this is somebody new, but you could be like, damn, they've kind of been through a lot with that Nine of Wands. This is somebody who's kind of beat a lot of circumstances, despite their own personal circumstance in some way. So for others of you, it just can represent that you feel like this person is a bit guarded for whatever reason. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. So for some of you, this can be reversed because you may be the masculine, but take it as it resonates. So you may see this person as trying to avoid some kind of manipulation, or you may feel like they're super guarded towards you because they don't totally trust you or something like that. You could feel like they're not putting in as much of an effort because of some kind of fear or because they have their walls really high, right? And when people have their walls high, it's because, well, they've had to build a barrier around themselves in order to protect themselves from things that have already happened to them in order to prevent more things happening, right? So maybe that's why you're just kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to kind of go with it. I'm not going to, push my luck or whatever, right? The Queen of Cups for the action that you're taking. I absolutely love this. Clearly, there's some kind of mutual respect or mutual love here. So, if this is an established bond, I feel like you're very much in love with this person. You probably really enjoy this person's femininity. Or if you're the feminine, you may be very feminine with this person, willing to receive love, but also willing to give it in return. So, I like this. The Sun in reverse, there can be a little bit of doubt. And I feel like that's probably coming from you looking at this person like they have their boundaries up or they have their walls up for some reason, but it's like you're still kind of, that might be digging at your ego a little bit, but you still may be in this energy of like, no, there's mutual love here, there's mutual respect here, I'm still going to go for it, or whatever the case. Your person's feelings, the Three of Cups. So this person wants to hang out with you. This person wants to reconcile. For some of you, this person may just view you as a friend. Okay. For some of you, if you know that that might be the case, it might be the case. However, if that's not it, this person could feel like they want to get together with you. They want to go out. They want to have deep talks, right? This is Mercury and Cancer energy. They want to be vulnerable with you. I don't think that they want to let you go. I don't think that they want to lose you with that Tower in reverse. I wonder why they think that they would need to. Yeah, I'm almost getting like a weird energy, like they are, I don't want to say a weird energy, but like an energy is almost as if there's a line here between the two of you, and they feel like if they cross that line, something's going to get too deep, or something is going to get too vulnerable, or it's going to lead to disappointment. I'm almost getting like an apprehensive energy from this person. How they see you is the Eight of Cups in reverse and the King of Swords. Okay. So, this looks like you might be somebody from the past when it comes to this person. This person may look at you and kind of wonder if you're just settling for them because nobody else would choose you. Okay. For some of you, that can be the case. For others of you, it's just that this person feels like you're a little detached, but you're there, you're showing up, you're fair, you're very communicative. This person may hear from you within the next couple of weeks or so. This person does feel like you're talkative, like you have a lot to say, but they do see you coming back around. So for some of you, if you've been separated from this person, you may come back to this person, or you already have. Okay. Thank you, Zaza. Eight of Pentacles for their future actions towards you, Aries. So, I mean, they're putting in some work. They're putting in a lot of work, but I think where most of their work is going is themselves. Remember when I told you I was feeling like an apprehensive energy a little bit? I think that this is where it's kind of coming from. It seems like this person has some work to do on themselves more than just this connection and or this relationship. They're kind of a little the Hermit is more internal, right? Even though it's ruled by Mercury, the Hermit in tarot can be a little bit more quiet, can be a little bit more reclusive, and I think that there are some things that they're working on within themselves. It doesn't mean that they're not going to work on things with you, but they're taking a more like methodical approach. They're doing, they're putting in work is what they're doing. Hold your vision. House 2. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Interesting. So, withhold your vision with fixed moon energy. This is saying that something that you want emotionally, it can be yours. With that house too, and I don't know if this is for you or for them or for both of you, but it says that we have to make sure that the morals and the values are aligned, priorities are aligned, our self-worth and our self-value is intact, and make sure that we're acting from that place. And then with the cosmic heart here, devotion and potency, making sure that you are devoted to your morals and your values and what's important to you when it comes to this connection. Okay. And I don't know why it's telling me that, but that's what it's telling me. So thank you so much, Aries. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here in the YouTube chat box. All right. Ooh, I'm not going to lie. It's hot. It is really hot. Let me open this window. All right. Thanks a lot, Aries. One sec. All right. All right. There we go. All right. Taurus. Taurus, 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 Taurus. There's Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and take a look at your feelings. Page of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Swords. Ugh. You could be dealing with an Aries. Their person's energy kind of reminded me of this a little bit. But with that Page of Wands in reverse and that Seven of Swords, it definitely makes me feel like you're delaying some kind of communication, or you're delaying the connection, or you're being a little apprehensive in regards to what it is that you're telling this person. It seems like you're hiding something, but it almost feels as though it's a protective mechanism. Like, it makes me feel like you're not totally okay with being 100% vulnerable with this person because there's a fear there for whatever reason. And I don't know if it's a fear that you just don't trust them, but it's definitely a fear within itself. Yeah, the Page of Wands in reverse can be like a lack of courage a little bit, right? Where the Page of Wands in the upright is like, okay, I'm not super confident in this, but I'm going to go for it anyway. The Page of Wands in reverse is like, no. Now, for some of you, you can be manipulating, okay? For some of you, it can be that, but it feels more of a protective energy. How you see this person is the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles in reverse, okay? Well, you may feel like this is somebody who's in the public eye, or you may feel like they like attention or they get a lot of attention. And with how they're going about getting the attention, or something that they're succeeding at, or whatever, you may feel like the two of you are just not on the same page about however they're going about that. Let me get one more for that. Five of Cups. This is an interesting energy because on one hand, it's like the Six of Wands is so like, somebody who does get a lot of attention, somebody who's proud of some kind of something or another that they've completed or something that they've overcome. But you're looking at them like they haven't really done the work, or there's still some regrets or sadness hanging over their head. And I just heard it all means nothing. I mean, it's such a like a dichotomy. It's such a different kind of energy because like these successes mean what? The attention or the validation that they get like means what? That Five of Cups, it's like you look at them as though it's to fill some kind of void or validate some kind of negative emotion. It's they seek out attention because of some kind of depression or sadness or insecurity that they feel. And you feel like they're all balled up and getting some kind of attention or validation, but then you see them at the same time not doing some kind of work that they need to do in order to overcome their past. What a weird energy. Your action towards them is the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. I definitely think that there's going to be some communication coming from your end. It can be like a healing conversation, or it can be more of a matter of fact kind of conversation. The Four of Swords can sometimes represent indifference. So there may be a conversation, or there may be something that you're expressing and you're doing it with more so like you're passionate about what you're saying, right? Mercury and Sagittarius, but there's almost an intention to teach here, but with some kind of detachment. Teaching with detachment. It's like you're not allowing your emotions to get involved with what it is that you're telling them. So it feels like you're coming more from an objective place. The Hierophant in reverse for their feelings with the High Priestess in reverse. Well, that's an interesting combination. This person can feel like there's something a little unconventional about this. Like you guys don't have the same spiritual, religious beliefs, the same morals, values, something like that, which is obviously the foundation for any relationship. And they may feel like they don't have that with you. And the High Priestess in reverse can sometimes represent, secrets. They could have some kind of secrets. Maybe that's why you're in this kind of energy here. Or maybe it's that they don't trust you. They're having a hard time listening to their intuition. Or it can be that they're feeling like you guys are never going to reach your potential because of this energy. It's like that untapped potential a little bit. Ooh, I don't know if I got to be honest, I don't think this person is fully committed, Taurus. Not with that. Not with those cards. Let's see how they see you. The World. The Three of Wands in reverse. It's almost like they see you as well versed, or they see you as somebody who is knowledgeable, or somebody who has, you think about the world. The world is Saturnian energy, okay? It's Saturn. And when you see the world and you mix it with Saturn, this is like hard work kind of like pays off. And with that world there, they may feel like you've learned a lot of lessons in your life, but that Three of Wands in reverse tells me that they see you as somebody who feels like they still didn't get something that they were waiting for, whether it was from them or just out there in the external world. They may feel like you guys are coming to a close and this is frustrating them. They may feel like you guys are closing out a cycle within the dynamic or within the relationship, and they may feel like you're delaying some kind of start with them, which I kind of felt like that anyway with that Page of Wands in reverse. Like you're delaying telling them something, or you're delaying totally committing, or you're delaying totally moving forward because of some kind of trust thing happening here. So it's almost like there's a cycle completing, but they feel like you're not putting the lid on it, or you're not putting the stamp on something. Does that make sense? The Chariot, like for instance, if you want to end this, they feel like you're already out the door, but you haven't solidified it, right? Something like that. The Chariot in reverse for their actions with the Temperance in reverse. Well, this person feels very my way or the highway. This is what it is. Very self-righteous. That can be the Hierophant in reverse. That can also be the Temperance in reverse. It's like you think of the Hierophant, and he's the teacher, and he's the fundamental values and all of these things, but it's in reverse. And when it's in reverse, it can be like something that's not stable, something that's unaligned. You guys don't have a foundation here, or it can be that there's something unconventional, but it can also be somebody who's doing a lot of this, or preaching to the choir. Or Temperance in reverse can be somebody who's very boastful about feeling like they know it all, kind of like a know-it-all in a way. And with that Chariot in reverse, the Chariot in reverse can be like somebody who's forcing something, and it could be like they're forcing certain beliefs or something down your throat. What do you need to release? Saturn, oh my god. Double mission, light worker, star seed, serve the world by being you. So this is really to me about boundaries, Taurus, about boundaries and learning the lessons. And like, what have you already learned a billion times, and like, do you want to have to go through it to learn it again? And I don't know what that looks like for you, but it's also saying that if you feel like this isn't allowing you to be your true authentic self, then is it really for you? Lace that bitch up and wear it, right? Or don't. Thank you, Taurus. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here in the chat box on YouTube. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Gemini. I'm a second house Scorp. That checks out good. All right, I can't. It's freaking hot as hell in here. Taurus takes a little bit up on my. You're welcome, Sean. Takes a little bit up on my 12th house, but mostly takes up my first house. All right, let's move on. What's up, Kismet? It's nice to see you. You said the same thing in a private reading last night. I'm fucking dead. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Gemini. All right, Gemini, let's see your feelings. Okay, the Knight of Cups, the King of Wands. Damn. You definitely want to sweep this person off of their feet. You have some deep emotions for this individual. You know, you may even do some, for some of you, very, very few of you, you might like write poetry to this person or, you know, whisper sweet nothings in their ear kind of thing. But the King of Wands is also very confident in what he says and what he does. And with that Knight of Cups kind of backing it, it's like you're a very confident person in regards to your emotions and what you have to offer emotionally and also potentially in the bedroom. Hello, King of Wands. Duh. So a very entrepreneurial spirit when it comes to love. I like it. There's a strong attraction there. There's a strong emotional attraction. There's a strong physical attraction. Okay. Damn. The lovers, the 5 of Wands for how you see this person. This almost gives me like a push pull energy a little bit between the two of you. So you may feel like this person's like, yes, no, yes, wait, no. You know, it can kind of be like that. But at the end of the day, you view them as a connection like you've never had before, somebody like you've never met before, the type of person where you can sit there and have very long conversations with, maybe for hours. I don't know. But you feel like they're very conflicted. You could also feel like they have other people in their ear influencing them in some way, or you can feel like there was a conversation that the two of you had that made them a little conflicted about you. It's not a big deal. The 5 Wands in comparison to the lovers is like nothing. Okay. It's like a fly at a barbecue. So it doesn't make me feel like it's a very big deal. The Death card for your future actions and the 10 of Cups. This doesn't feel bad to me. This makes me feel like you're ready to take the relationship to the next level. Okay. So if you're just dating and seeing each other, it makes me feel like you're evolving the relationship and you're committing to this person. If you're already committed to this person, you may decide to evolve the relationship and get engaged or something like that. So, I mean, this can be like really, really deep emotions as well, especially because the death card is scorpionic. So that scorpionic energy right there next to the 10 of Cups, it can be like a very deep, soulful, very strong commitment. I mean, especially with the Knight of Cups, especially with the King of Wands, especially with the lovers, all of that combined is like, you know, Page of Swords in reverse for their feelings and the 10 of Wands. Um, They might be feeling a little burdened. They may also feel like, oh, I don't know if the juice is going to be worth the squeeze. I don't know if I'm going to get what I want out of this. This person can kind of be assuming the worst sometimes. It can't just be because of their past experiences or even people in their head that might be influencing them, which can be the Page of Swords in reverse. You know, Page of Swords in reverse can be a little bit of gossip, drama, misinformation, and they may feel like they're receiving misinformation. I don't know, maybe from you, but I don't think so based around what I saw with how you see them. A little bit of misinformation, like maybe somebody's telling them, "Oh, you know, they're going to make you put in all the work or it's going to be too much to handle," or they may be assuming that they're going to have to do all the work for whatever reason. Okay. Or they may be feeling like this isn't something they can totally take on sometimes or that they can't take on right now for whatever reason. Oh, wow. Carmen, thank you so much. Everybody hashtag Carmen, please. Carmen, thank you so much. That was so nice. Oh my God. Thanks. Text me if you want me to pull you some cards. Thank you. Can everybody hashtag Carmen in the chat? Pretty please. Thank you so much, bitch. You rock. You rock. That was incredible. Thank you. Okay, I was starting to doubt my skills. It was, felt like a tough crowd in here. Thanks. So we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Eight of Swords. So this person views you as a masculine energy, okay, even if you're a feminine. But this is somebody who feels like you're there, you're like committed or you're showing up, but they may feel like you have a choice to make, a very serious choice to make, either about relationships or about business or about money, something like that, like in the realm of the practical world. And they feel like you're not making it. Okay. For some of you, they feel like you're stuck in another relationship or you're stuck on somebody from the past, maybe. But they basically feel like you're there, but you still have a big decision to make that you haven't made. Seriously, Carmen, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Top Flight. I appreciate that. Yeah, you guys definitely hashtag Carmen. She's awesome. Been a friend of mine for a long time. Um, Six of Cups, ooh, I love it. I love seeing two sixes. I love seeing two sixes in tarot. That can mean that something good is coming. And being that these are both in the upright, I feel like it will be. This is somebody who clearly wants to bring you some kind of gift, even if they consider themselves a gift. Okay. I consider myself a gift. Okay. So, point blank, period. So maybe they feel like that. And maybe they should, but I think that this person, if they have a bone to pick with you, or if they feel like they have something to resolve, I definitely think that they're going to. So I see it going really well. I think that this person still has some questions, some doubts maybe, but I think that you can answer those. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Period. Aquarius. Big picture thinking. Visionary, inspired ideas. Well, this is very very airy. Okay. So I'm not really surprised to see this. But I think I don't wanna say, like, wait it out, and I don't know who this is for, but I think that there needs to be kind of a big conversation to get you guys unstuck out of some kind of path you've been on, or, if you've been kinda stuck within this connection or dynamic. I think that there's a conversation that really needs to be had about the bigger picture of what this means or where it's going, and I think that's what's gonna happen, especially based around what I'm seeing. So, ultimately, I think that this is a very positive connection. I think that the second person down here has some questions or some doubts, but it looks like the first person has the right frame of mind. Yeah, damn, Carmen. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. You're so sweet. That was from TikTok. I did not. That is not my real voice. Okay, let's do Cancer. Cancer. Let's go ahead and take a look at you and your person. Seven of Cups in reverse for your feelings with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, well, you're getting a big reality check for whatever reason. Maybe you had some options and now you're choosing this person. Or maybe it's just that you've been kind of living in la la land a little bit, and now you're like, okay, if I'm really gonna make this work, or if I'm really gonna want to have a better relationship with this person, I actually need to put in the work, right? Not saying that you haven't before, but the Nine of Pentacles can be like, okay, I need to take action, but I need to make sure that I'm doing things right. I need to take this more serious, right? Seven of Cups in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. And you could be a little slow moving, a little cautious, but it can be for a plethora of reasons, right? Especially if you feel like you're kind of seeing who this person truly is and you're like, okay, well, I still love them. I still want to make this work, but I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make sure we do it right, right? So, however you're doing it, I don't think it's a bad look. The Four of Cups in reverse for how you see this person with the Magician. I like it. You definitely feel like this person is a bit of a doer. You feel like this is someone who may be very creative, very talented, gifted, skilled, has a lot of abilities, has a lot of talents generally, and somebody who's like a great manifester. You may feel like this is somebody who's not going to sit around and slouch about things. They're just going to, put the pedal to the metal basically and get it done. I mean, the Magician can be a bit of a trickster, can be a bit of a trickster, but I'm not really seeing that. I mean, I think that you're doing and you look at them like they're also a doer. You look at them like they have everything that they need to make this work. Future actions towards this person. The Hangman in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. I don't like this. I don't like this very much. and I mean, it doesn't matter if I like it or not, but the hangman in reverse can talk about where we're not really letting go of something, and it can be that we're lying about an addiction. It can be that we're not willing to let go of some kind of conversation. It can also be where you feel like you don't have a whole lot of clarity because the hangman in the upright is about perspective. The hangman in the reverse is like, I don't have a clue. And the Ace of Swords in reverse can also represent that as well. So you could like not really know where this is going. You could feel like the relationship is just kind of standing still. You could kind of be at a halt for whatever reason. I don't know why. The other stuff looked good. The Queen of Pentacles is in this person's feelings. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. I mean, for some of you, this can be a new connection. But that Queen of Pentacles and that Ace of Cups in this person's feelings, this is somebody who is committed to you. They're committed to you. They may love you. They may have feelings for you. This is somebody who's there with open arms, somebody who is nurturing, somebody who's there, but the Queen of Pentacles is also the type of person who isn't going to put all their eggs in one basket, right? Not saying that she or he is going to mess around or cheat, but the Queen of Pentacles, she's the type to, and I've said this a million times before, but like, for instance, if you and this person are married, right? I guarantee you the Queen of Pentacles is going to have a secret stash somewhere of money or like a secret bank, right? Because she's going to put herself first ultimately. So they may put themselves first, but that doesn't mean that you're not there too. How they see you is the moon and the Ace of Pentacles. So I like it. Two aces in the upright, This person feels like they can have something with you. They're very much in love with you or have strong feelings, but this person may feel as though you don't totally trust it or you're a little doubtful in regards to investing in them or planting seeds with them in some way. They may feel like you have some fears that you're not really expressing. You may be hiding certain things. But ultimately, the moon can also just represent like Piscean energy. And so that can be like 12th house energy. So they can feel like there's a lot of healing within this connection that's happening, some things that you're attempting to let go of. But I feel more with that, like you fear putting into this, or you fear planting some kind of seed with them. At least that's how they see it. The Two of Cups for their actions. And the Nine of Cups, yeah. So they're going to put themselves first. They love you or they care about you, but at the end of the day, they are still going to put themselves first. Okay. With that Nine of Cups there. So they're going to connect with you. They're going to do those things. But when it comes to the things that they need to take care of, or when it comes to their mental or emotional health, they're like me first kind of thing, which can be healthy. It won't let me chat. I don't know why I wouldn't let you chat. I never blocked you ever. That's really weird. Are you subscribed? Because you have to be a subscriber. I don't know why it's not letting you do that, honey. Kismet, did you say you want to be a dog? Oh, God. Fucking Kismet. Take time to breathe out. Ooh, house 8. Maybe there are some secrets. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. Hmm. Why is that Hangman and Ace of Swords in reverse? The Two of Wands. Oh, do you have two options, Cancer? For some of you, you could have two options, or for some of you, you're not really sure if you want to continue this for some reason. You're kind of stuck at a crossroads a little bit. So with Take Time to Breathe Out, House 8, and You're Not Alone, isolation, physical connection, community. So, for some of you, there can be like a very vulnerable conversation that needs to be had. For others of you, whether this is for you or for them, you need to get out of the house. You need to get out of the house. You need to connect with people that understand you, or people that can give you advice, people that can be there for you. And so it may be saying also like you need to have a good balance between alone time, which can kind of be house 8 a little bit, and then also a balance between associating with other people. Okay. Thank you so much, LaShonda. I really appreciate that super chat. For some of you, there might be some secrets coming out about social media. Okay, I just gotta say it. I don't want to be the negative Nancy, but there can be some negative secrets or something being hidden about social media. Okay. Or some kind of person or friend or something. Okay. So just saying that. For others of you, this can be where it says physical connection in house 8. Some of you guys just need to fuck it out. Excuse my French. I'm so sorry. Okay. Some of you just need to F it out. Thank you so much, Cancer. I hope that you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here in the chat box. I'll double check, Carmen, when I get out of here and see, but I have never blocked or hid you from a stream ever. What's up, Manon? Thanks, Simone. All right, let's go ahead and do Leo. Hello, Leo. Let's go ahead and take a look at your feelings for this person. Oh, love it. Aquarius energy and Leo. Ooh, double fixed energy. You ain't going nowhere, are ya? So, for some of you, you could be dealing with another Leo or dealing with another Aquarius, but you have a lot of hope for this person. You have a lot of hope with this person. You see them in your future. This is somebody who definitely has your heart. I don't mean to sound corny, but the Strength card is Leo energy. Leo does represent the heart. So it makes me feel like this is somebody you're really passionate about. I don't think you have any intention on letting this person go. I mean, you truly love them. And I don't just think it's about love, or I don't think it's just about respect, because I think it's about both of those things. I also think you have a friendship with this person. And sometimes that's the best part of a relationship, even if it's romantic, being able to have that friendship with this person. And I think that you have it. How you see them is the Knight of Swords and the Judgment. Wow. They're quite spicy. This person may be somebody who you view as very verbally impulsive, but you feel like it comes from the right place. So when this person is expressing themselves or has something to say, it is coming from their higher selves most of the time, although they can be very impulsive with it. The Judgment is scorpionic, okay? It's Scorpio, and then the Knight of Swords is mercurial energy because it's Gemini, okay? So if you want to put like Mercury and Scorpio, this can be somebody who maybe is a little suspicious sometimes, maybe someone who asks a lot of questions, somebody who gets straight down to it, and they're not afraid to speak their mind. You ever met a Mercury and Scorpio? First of all, they're hilarious most of the time. They can usually have a very dark sense of humor. But they'll get down to the nitty gritty, and they'll find every little detail in that vast black ocean. So you may feel like this is the kind of person who's like that. Okay. You may also see them taking action towards you within the next couple of weeks, a reconciliation if you guys have been separated. The Seven of Pentacles with the Justice. Love this. I couldn't love this more, honestly. I just really couldn't love this more. It could be a Libran energy or a Libra placement as well. But you're clearly invested. You're invested, and you're not just interested in receiving, you're interested in serving, is what I think. That's what I'm getting from this. You want to do the right thing. You want to make sure that things are balanced. You're being honorable and you're being noble about your actions. I mean, what more could somebody ask for? Oh, the Page of Cups is in their feelings with the Ace of Wands. Oh. They have sweet feelings for you. They have sweet feelings. There's also a very strong, passionate connection there. I think that this person, you may kind of be like their muse in some way, with that Page of Cups. This is somebody that I think is very inspired by you as well with that Ace of Wands, somebody who feels very pulled to you, wants to take action towards you. It can be new, but I don't know if I'm getting that. It could be, but with that Star and the Strength and the Judgment and the Justice and all of that, that seems very intense. Um, let's see how they see you. Oof. Oof. Now, I don't know if this is the masculine or the feminine down here, okay? The second person, I don't know if they're masculine or feminine, but this person is seeing you, and there's a masculine and feminine here. Whoever this second person is feels as though the masculine energy, whether it's them or you, is very in charge, very sexy, very self-starter type, very in control, maybe a business owner, somebody who's head honcho in some way, someone who has a lot of power, maybe even if it's just personal power. And they see the feminine, whether it's themselves or you, as somebody who's very sexy, somebody who's also a leader, not an empress, but maybe somebody who can be at some point. But I think that this person sees the queen or sees the feminine as the queen of wands, the I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks archetype. I'm a leader, I'm a showstopper, I'm somebody who is, the queen of wands can be either a literal performer or a metaphorical one, if that makes sense. So that's really interesting. Whoever this person is may feel like the masculine is, I don't want to say more evolved, but a little bit. So whoever this person is may feel that way, whether that's true or not. The Six of Pentacles for their future actions with the Nine of Swords. It's interesting that you're in the first person is giving the Seven of Pentacles and they're giving the Six of Pentacles, and it's freaking them out. This person is giving to this, but with the Nine of Swords, they're stressed about that for some reason. They may be stressed that if they give too much, they're not going to get something back, which would also explain a page and an ace. And not that there's anything wrong with a page, nor is there anything wrong with an ace, nor is there anything wrong with the six. But when we combine it all together, and it's showing me that this person is worried about giving too much, because that's what I feel like it is, right? It's Taurus moon energy. Taurus moon is very generous. I'm a Taurus moon. Okay, we're very generous, right? At least we can be, unless it's negatively afflicted. But that Nine of Swords makes me feel like this person wants to give, but if they give too much and they don't get anything in return, what is to be had and what is to be lost, really? Your hard work is paying off. The South Node destined to release. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Well, what's the South Node about? What are you saying? Queen of Swords in reverse. So it's saying that the feminine energy, whoever that may be, it's saying that the feminine energy may need to release or figure out where some kind of triggers stem from, where the triggers stem from. If the feminine is overly emotional or can be very harsh with their words sometimes, they need to figure out where that comes from. Now, of course, it could be the masculine, but showing up as a feminine energy. If there's somebody who's holding on to like a past feminine energy or listening to a negative influence from a feminine energy, then that needs to be released. There's some kind of hard work that is destined to pay off here at some point between the two of you. But I think that this, whatever this is with that Queen of Swords in reverse, needs to be released. And it can just be a bad way of dealing with relationships and potentially money, because this is Libra energy. Libra is ruled by Venus. With the all paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within, things like that. This is about having control over self, having control over your own boundaries, your own inner authority, listening to your intuition. That's your best source of power there. So I don't know if that's for you, them, or the both of you. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Leo. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here in the YouTube chat. Shout out to Carmelita for dropping that 200. Don't ever let me say it like that again. Let me actually put her up here. I am beside myself. I actually have something in my OBS that is titled Carmen because she tends to do this sometimes. What's up, Dark Matter? Yay, Carmen's here. Oh, you can talk now. Yay. Hi, Carmen. All right. Taurus moon is a comfy sign. We can be. Absolutely. But I'm really bad with coming out of my comfort zone in the way where I don't enjoy traveling very much. You know, I need my creature comforts, I need my decor, I need my things, my possessions, right? I need my things. And so I have a hard time traveling. I don't like any kind sense of discomfort. I don't like standing too long, but I also don't like sitting too long. I really enjoy laying down. I love you too, Carmen. I really enjoy laying down, you know. Moo. All right. Uh let's go ahead and move on to Virgo. I don't do retail therapy anymore, thank God. Okay, that used to be a thing, right? Your moon sign is how you deal with stress. Oh, damn it. Hold on. All right, Virgos. You're up next. What's up, baby? Can they be roles reversed? Absolutely. Yeah. They're just general readings. You can get a personal read if you want. The Fool and the Five of Pentacles. Well, a journey to nowhere. You may feel like you're a little bit on a journey to nowhere. You could feel like, God, I really want to go on this journey with this person, but I feel like I'm just not enough, or I feel like they're not giving enough, or I feel like I'm going to lose out on a lot. And I don't know if this is the best risk to take, and this could be like financially, it could be emotionally as well. This is Saturn and Taurus. So it can feel like your emotions are a little restricted or something like that, which can be bothersome. But it seems like you're like, okay, I want to take a risk. I want to take a leap, or I want to say the thing, or I want to do the thing. And then it's like, maybe not. I don't know. How you see this person is the Empress and the Three of Swords. Wow. What an interesting combination. Well, you definitely view this as a feminine. A feminine energy, somebody who's very beautiful, very sexy, very creative. The Empress is highly creative, the most creative of all of the cards. And you may feel like this person births creations from a source of pain with that Three of Swords. You may feel like despite them being in pain or them feeling pain or being heartbroken, that they're still standing tall, they're still standing with, their chin up in some kind of way. But it's interesting because if you look at it, right, you see that the Empress is looking this way, almost like it's not really paying attention to your feelings, this person. Not saying that they're not going to pay attention to your feelings, but there's something about that Empress looking in the other direction for me. The Devil in reverse for your future actions with the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Well, there's some kind of awareness that you're having, and it can be around your own personal fears. It can be around this person. It can be around toxicity. It can be around a lot of different like negative things, obsessions, anything like that. And what I like is that the devil is in reverse. So it tells me that there is an awareness of that, and you're making decisions based around that awareness. So it seems like you're making balanced, practical decisions. So, for instance, if you feel like this is super toxic, then you're going to act on that, right? You're going to do what's right for you. If you feel like you're toxic, you're probably going to make adjustments in that particular direction. So this person's energy is the Nine of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This person may be a little bit spend happy, okay? The Nine of Pentacles likes to live in luxury, right? And the Four of Pentacles in reverse can be a little bit spend happy sometimes. So this person may feel that way. Maybe they want to spend your money. I don't know. But the Nine of Pentacles is certainly somebody who feels like they don't really need anybody. There's not any codependency there. This person's feeling like they're looking good, feeling good, smelling good. They don't really need anybody per se. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse is like, I'll take a shot. I don't need you, but I want you. That can kind of be, in this particular scenario. So it's interesting because you view them as the Empress, but they feel like the Nine of Pentacles, which is pre-Empress energy. So I think with the way that you view them is higher than they feel about themselves, whether they realize that or not. How they view you is the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. What I'm getting with this is kind of like somebody who sees you as being like wah wah, or somebody who refuses to address some kind of manipulative behaviors or gaslighting tendencies, or they always just feel like you're just a sore loser and you always avoid conversations and avoid certain things. And, it's that energy of like completely avoiding conflict at all costs. So they may feel like you try to manipulate your way out of things, right? 10 of Swords and the 10 of Pentacles? God. What's that 10 of Swords? Seven of Wands in reverse. What are they doing towards the first person? Like, what are they? The Four of Wands. This person seems to be done defending themselves, or this person seems to be done competing for your attention, competing within arguments, something here like that. This person is deading that. And they're kind of like, there's nowhere to go but up, bitch, right? And the Ten of Pentacles is like, I'm focused on long term. So with that Four of Wands, because I asked, well, what is their intention with the first person? And I got the Four of Wands. That can be going out, that can be having a good time, but there's that Ten of Pentacles in mind, which is a sense of commitment. So if this person is feeling like the Nine of Pentacles, they're going to get to the Ten of Pentacles. And that's their action towards you. So it's making me feel like there is a stronger commitment, or there's like a solidification of something. That was very interesting. Nothing is yet set in stone. House 12. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Things can still change if you guys want them to. Mutable moon energy in the nothing is yet set in stone card is like allowing your emotions to just kind of gel and go with the flow of how things are happening. I think a lot of forgiveness and humility is needed in this connection with that house 12. And I think that it's really about getting down to the bottom of something with that lifting the veil energy and questioning everything, really getting down to it. You know, when it comes to what you want, who you are, the secrets that you've kept, both of you, you know, and if it's not working, then it's got to go, you know, it's kind of the thing. I feel like there's a really eerie energy here. Holy crap. Thanks, Virgo. Get out. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God. All right. Thanks a lot, Virgo. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so right here in the chat box. All right. Let me use the bathroom and I'll be right back. Hello. I don't know what the hell you guys got going on. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at Libra. Thanks for waiting on me. All right, Libra. Damn, I feel like it's a lot of these are reversed tonight for some of you. The King of Cups and the Worlds. So I like it, Libra. You're definitely in this energy of emotional maturity. I think that you're probably going to have a conversation or feel like you need to have a conversation or you already have had one that has kind of solidified your feelings for this person. So it could have been a very vulnerable conversation. It seems like some kind of cycle is being completed in a very positive way. So maybe you're solidifying a relationship, maybe that conversation that really need to be had is helping you guys what is it called, evolve your relationship in some way. But I really like that the King of Cups is in your feelings because you clearly are in love with this person or you clearly have a lot of love for them. How you see them is the Two of Wands. Whoops. The Two of Wands and the Judgment in reverse. Interesting. So you feel like they have a decision to make, but they haven't made it. And oh my God, Crystal, thank you so much. Everybody hashtag Crystal right now. Crystal right now. Crystal right now. Hold on. Sorry. Give me 1 second, Libra. I love you. Hold on. Thanks a lot, Crystal. That was really sweet. Shout out to Carmen and Crystal. All right. We love that. Thank you. All right. So Libra, with that Two of Wands and the Judgment in reverse, it's this energy of you looking at this person like they're planning something or they're coming up with the plan or they're getting ready to, but you look at them like they're getting ready to do something different or something like they haven't done before. You may also feel like this person is having a hard time either reconciling with you or they're having a hard time reconciling with something that they did in the past. You may feel like something is kind of being exposed if they've exposed something to you. You may feel like they're also having accountability taking or they're having a hard time taking accountability for some kind of plan that they actually need to put into motion with you, or even taking accountability for maybe something that they've done in the past. But it can just be that this person is indecisive on whether or not they want to reconcile with you as well, or they're having a hard time making a decision and you seem to think that they have one to make. The moon energy for your future actions with the Tower in reverse. You definitely don't want to lose this person, is what I'm getting with this. I mean, you look at the moon, there's clearly some fears here, and you're trying to listen to your gut. You're also listening to your heart, in my opinion. The moon, Pisces, you think of Pisces and Neptune being the co-ruler of Pisces. Neptune's like the higher octave of Venus, right? It's that sacrificial love, and I think that you kind of have that for this person, and you're very afraid that you'll lose them, is what I think. You're not willing to let them go. There's like some kind of fear here that you have for whatever reason. There's some kind of fear here that you have. Mm, mm. Well, um, I need one more for that. The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this person is uncertain for some reason. The Two of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who seems to be a little stressed out. They're not totally healed from something, I don't think. I think that they're still kind of watching you, feeling like they need to observe you for some reason, like they need to spy on you or what, because they're uncertain about something. There's something that they're still confused about. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if you did something in the past or, if it's just their own stuff going on internally, but there's definitely a little bit of confusion here in their feelings. Lee, thank you so much for that super chat. It's nice to see you. Hmm. How they see you is the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Swords. I mean, they feel like you're very logical, somebody who's very fair. You know, they feel like you're somebody who's independent, somebody who likes the finer things in life, or somebody who's looking good, feeling good, smelling good. They may feel like you have a very practical, logical approach to this connection, or have a very practical and logical approach to life. You know, the King of Swords is somebody who, yeah, he can be a little detached, but when it's backed by the Nine of Pentacles, there's a little bit of a Venusian touch there. So, it's not all humdrum, right? Vanessa Williams, thank you so much for that super chat question. And they feel like you're not codependent or anything like that. They feel like you're an independent person. They may receive some kind of communication from you within the next couple of weeks, is what it looks like, because that's how they're seeing you. It almost feels like there's a suspicion here that they have. It almost feels like a suspicious quality that they have. Ooh, Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands. Mm. Um, what are they actually doing towards Libra? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Well, I think that they're ending some kind of conflict, because I'm like, damn, are they actually like getting in a fight and ending things with Libra totally, or is there something else? And I say, what are they actually doing towards them? I got the Wheel of Fortune. If there's been some kind of conflict, arguments, lack of accountability on your side, their side, whatever it is, it seems like they're the ones that seem to be initiating that ending of the conflict. Not necessarily the ending of the connection, but the end to the conflict. It almost seems like they have reign over that for some reason, like it's in their power. With the Wheel of Fortune there, this is actually what they're doing towards you. So they're ready to move forward, but they're also not going to push anything. Meditate and contemplate. Venus. Vanessa Williams, thank you so much for that second super chat. I appreciate it. Empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Interesting. So this is really saying, and new moon in Pisces. This is interesting. It's really saying, like, think before you speak, show up with love, try to see beauty in everything. And it's also saying that if someone here is projecting onto another person, that they need to find out kind of where that's coming from. If somebody keeps absorbing something that's not their responsibility, well, they need to figure out why they feel like that is their responsibility. That's really what it comes down to in order to be able to have a peaceful connection. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much, Libra. Special shout out to Carmelita and Crystal Ball for the big super chats. I really appreciate that. And if you guys want to book a super chat there in the chat box, you can go ahead and do that as well. I mean, Libras. All right, Scorpio, let's go ahead and take a look at your feelings for your person. Damn, I'm telling you guys, it seems like a lot of this, the first energy is masculine tonight for some reason. Well, in your feelings, Scorpio, with the Emperor and the Ace of Swords, you're trying to take more of a detached approach. You have this energy of like, okay, I have bigger fish to fry. I can't allow my emotions to get me wound up, or, get me to keep my eye off of the ball. You have a lot of clarity in regards to how you feel. You may want to be having a conversation about what you and this person can potentially build together in some way. You're taking responsibility. You seem to be taking charge. You feel like you need to be the one to do that. So it's definitely taking a masculine approach to your feelings and about some kind of conversation that essentially you feel like you need to have with this person. What's the conversation about? The Three of Cups, about being friends, about coming together, about hanging out, about coming back together. If there's been some kind of separation. Ooh. How you see this person, Scorpio, is somebody who tends to be a little bit prideful. Ah, Cassie, damn, 17 months, girl. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Everybody hashtag Cassie, please. The Six of Wands in reverse and the Strength in reverse. You can feel like this person's a little bit of attention whore for some of you. For others of you, you can just feel like this individual gets their ego in a twist, gets their pride in a twist, and tends to act a little bit egotistical, entitled, a little bit like a spoiled brat, and you may feel like it's coming from a place like a place of lack of confidence underneath of it all, right? So whether that's true or not, I don't know, but that's definitely how you see them. And you could just feel like they're a little bit of a spoiled brat, like somebody, metaphorically stomping and folding their arms and huffing and puffing kind of energy. Your future, I feel like this is your person. That Queen of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands in reverse. You do feel like this person's a little bit of a brat, a little bit of a fire mouth. A lot of fire energy for how you see this person, but you know what to do with it, don't you? That's what I feel like, Scorpio. I feel like you know what to do with it. This definitely reminds me of like what you read in romance novels, like trashy romance novels. Not saying that you're trash or your person is, but when like the bratty woman is with a very dominant man, and she goes to say something, and he passionately kisses her with his hand gently wrapped around her throat. you know that's what it reminds me of, especially with that Ace of Wands right there. So that's what I got from that. The Four of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups and this person's feelings. The Four of Pentacles can be somebody who's like, I'm not moving. I'm focused on where I'm at. I'm content with where I'm at. Don't even try me. Like, this person seems pretty content with their current circumstances. The Four of Pentacles can be a little bit of a stubborn energy. It's like, I'm not moving, once again, arms folded in place, like that's it, you know? Um, but they're content with that role, I think. I think they're content with how you probably handle them as well. The Star and the Eight of Wands for how they view you. So if this person calls you a greedy bastard or says any of those things, maybe they mean it, but they probably, I really feel like this person starts stuff with you just for you to, I feel like this person starts fires with you for you to put them out. You know what I'm saying? And with this Star and this Eight of Wands, this is somebody who has a lot of hope with you. They feel like you are somebody who knows what they're talking about. You're very quick on the draw. You're very expressive. You're also very future focused, I think. This may be at a distance as well for some of you. This person could be at a distance. But ultimately, I think this person, they love talking to you. I think that hearing your voice probably puts a smile on their face. If this is in your energy, this feels very spicy to me. I'm not gonna lie. It feels hella fucking spicy to me. This to me is like you putting this person in their place in like a spicy way. And then they do the pouty lip thing. That's all this makes me feel like. It doesn't seem serious enough to where it's like, oh God, don't ever date that. It seems like it's almost a weird kink thing. A new romantic cycle begins. I haven't had a reading like that in a long time. New moon in Libra, Libra energy again. You guys could have Libra placements. Star family, you're part of a team of souls call and support. Well, my God, with this energy, I'm certain that maybe you guys need therapy. But other than that, with a new romantic cycle begins and then Libra energy, maybe this is new, but it's saying that this is probably a very Venusian sexy kind of vibe. I think that if you guys do need help with your relationship, right, it seems like you guys got it down in the bedroom is what that, at least that's what this looks like to me as a reader. But it's also about being fair. It's also about thinking about this person before making decisions, thinking about this person before you speak, and that goes for both of you. Okay, but it's also saying, like, don't be afraid to talk to a counselor. Don't be afraid to talk to somebody who can help you with this relationship. Okay. I got you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see. Shout out to Carmen and Crystal. Thank you guys so much. And I guess I could say Vanessa Williams. She just did it in increments, but shout out to Vanessa Williams as well. Okay, look at that. Listen, Lori is our gracious host. Okay. Lori is our gracious host. She's checking IDs at the door. You know what I'm saying? Rick is the one that takes stock and inventory of everything at the end of the night when everyone leaves. And complexity is the bouncer. You know? That's what I feel like. And Carmen's our top customer, right? She comes in and throws a lot of money at the girls. Wait, I'm girl. Okay, Scorpio. Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and take a look at Sagittarius. Okay, Sag, I like it. This could be new for some of you. I see Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. Well, it's not just that you have passion for this person. It's not just that you want to take some kind of spicy action towards them. You want to have a good time. You want to do all of this. But backed and behind all of that is you genuinely wanting to get to know this person more, even if you've been married to this person for 20 years. You know, people evolve, people change. There's always something new to learn about somebody, whether we realize it or not. And I think with that Page of Pentacles, you genuinely have a genuine effort to put effort, or a desire, not a genuine effort. You have a genuine desire to put effort towards this connection. Like you're not a slouch in this connection, I don't think. How you see this person is the Four of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Ooh, a little bit of a mystery is what I'm getting with this. You know, you may feel like this person's also a little bit of a brat, kind of like Scorpio's person, a little bit bratty, a little bit secretive, a little bit eccentric or a little bit different. The Four of Cups can talk about when we don't appreciate what we have, right? We're not happy with something that we're being given, etc. And we don't have to be, right? But the Four of Cups, it talks about there's three cups in front of you and you didn't want those. And then you don't want the fourth cup that's being offered to you. Like, what's really good enough? And so you may look at this person like they just don't think that anything that you do is good enough. And whether that's true or not, it's your truth. That's how you see it. And with that Seven of Swords, you may feel like they're hiding something or there's something more to that or why they feel that way. Ten of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse. Well, you can kind of get to a point where you're like, okay, well, this isn't going anywhere or this isn't working, and you may feel like you need to make a serious decision based around this relationship dynamic where you're like, okay, well, if I'm not getting emotionally supported, I can't give my emotional support to that degree. Like feel like I got to put on a smile and I'm not happy or, whatever the case is. Cause you could feel like you keep trying and it's like they just don't care, or you keep trying and it's not really going anywhere. So you could kind of get to a point where you feel like you kind of got to make it or break it. It's that time for you. Okay. Well, in their feelings is the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So this person feels like they want to give to you. They have something to give to you. They want to be generous with their emotions, with their feelings, maybe even with their money, but more so it makes me feel like their feelings. And with the Knight of Pentacles, they still want to take a little bit of caution. They want to take it slow. They want to make sure that they're doing it right. It doesn't seem like in this person's feelings there's any negativity. Of course, I need to see how they see you and the action that they'll take. But in their feelings, I'm not seeing a bunch of negativity. It just seems like they're making practical decisions, practical movements, taking practical action towards you. Well, you're right. So the magician has it all, right? He or she has it all. She or he has the wands, she or he has the cups, has the pentacles, has the swords, right? But the Eight of Pentacles in reverse isn't going to do anything with it. So this person's like, you have way more to give than you're giving me. That's how they see it, whether that's true or not. That's how they see it. They feel like, no, you have more to give and you're just like not doing it. It's almost as if they feel like you're not meeting a standard. Okay. And I don't know why that is. Obviously, only you guys are going to know why they would think that. But I think that you're right, about how you see them a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Okay, well, that's good. So in their actions, Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So they're planting a seed with you. So clearly they see some kind of potential enough to be able to like break free of whatever it's been and be like, okay, let's start over, because they may feel like you're kind of pulling back. You're like, listen, shit or get off the pot kind of energy. And now they're like, all right, well, I'm shitting. Right. They're planting some kind of seed is what that looks like to me. The energy is gaining momentum. opposition. You guys clearly have two different ideas about what effort means or what that looks like. Yeah, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So it seems like you guys are on two opposite ends of the spectrum where you guys need to come together and find some kind of balance, have some kind of culmination here, have some kind of agreement or understanding. And it's asking you both to kind of soften your energies a little bit. It's like when two people are standing like soldiers and trying to duke it out or trying to have a copacetic conversation, but they're like, in full armor, that we're not really getting anywhere, right? So it's kind of asking the both of you to kind of soften yourselves a little bit to one another. Okay. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. If you want to book a super chat, you can do so in the chat box below. And then we have Capricorn. What's up, RK? Capricorn, in your feelings, we have the Three of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. It's like you keep waiting for something to give and you feel like it's not giving. Like you feel like you keep making plans and putting in effort and then it's crickets. You keep pouring into a bottomless pit, into a bottomless cup. And there's like nothing ever truly gives. And so it's like you've had these plans with this person or for this person, and they don't have to be big plans, maybe they're small ones. It can be like, okay, I plan to call this person on Thursday, right? And then you're like, you go through with the plans, right? Three of Wands, and then it's like they don't answer, and it doesn't have to be that specifically, but you're feeling like something is missing. You're feeling like something that you're doing isn't good enough. Oof, hate that. Well, this person could be a Sagittarius for some of you with that temperance. Temperance in reverse and the Five of Swords isn't the best. You definitely look at them like they're playing games with you. Like they're playing games. You may feel like for some of you that they have an addiction that they're lying to you about, okay? Or there's something that they're doing, which can be like the temperance in reverse can be an overdoing it of something. Of what? Five of Swords. Five of Swords is what? Playing games, winning at all costs. And you may feel like that's what they're doing. So it's interesting we have two fives here, which can talk about a completion. I think some of you may be at your wits' end a little bit with this individual. It's gonna be somebody who's very boastful, somebody who tries to like manipulate with big picture. So, like you ever had somebody that just ran circles around you with words and they weren't really saying anything. They were just like verbal vomit. That's kind of what this is making me feel like. The Seven of Cups in reverse and the Death in reverse for your future actions. Oof. I need one more for that because that can mean a few things. Oh, Ten of Pentacles. Mm. You're making the choice to not let them go. And it seems like you're fully committing to this individual, you know. It seems like you're pretty committed. Um you're not letting it go. You're not letting this relationship go. You're not letting this connection go, even though you're getting like a reality check about this person. Their feelings, Seven of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords in the upright. Oof. Woo, this is a rough one. This person feels very backed into a corner, very defensive, very easily triggered by what you say. This person may sometimes feel like you got them by the balls, metaphorically speaking, you got them by the balls a little bit. And so then they may say things very impulsively, you know, that is negative. Because it's like they feel like they're being attacked or they feel like they're backed into a corner. And I don't know if that's valid or not, but it's like that's what they feel like. But this person definitely wants to say some things, I think. Well, this is how they see you. They see you as somebody that they love very much or somebody that they have some kind of foundation with or somebody that they love to talk to. Somebody that relieves them of some kind of stress sometimes. It's interesting because for some of you, they may even feel like you're not as stressed as you actually feel. Like they may not see that about you. This is somebody who feels like they would choose you, you would choose them kind of thing. But they may also feel like you come with a lot of insecurities as well. Nine of Swords in reverse can be like these internal projected insecurities on oneself that has you kind of worried about things, but they feel like it's not because of them, truly, it's because of you, whether that's true or not. Mm. I'm almost getting like an apology with that Page of Cups and that Three of Swords. It seems like it's a little apology, but it seems like it's pretty sincere. This person seems pretty heartbroken. Why? The Fool in reverse. They may have broken their own heart, especially with this. They may have said something impulsive to hurt your feelings. For others of you, it can be that you did something impulsive, but they maybe understand why you did it, and they may be apologizing for it, to be honest. Have faith, Neptune. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So interesting. So this having faith and then combined with Neptune, which can be a very like addictive kind of planet. Neptune can be where we escape, whether that's through drugs, alcohol, or a relationship. And it may be saying like, where do we need to draw the line in the sand? Where do we need to create boundaries within this relationship for it to be deemed as healthy? You know, so that we don't lose respect for ourselves moving along, okay? But with that, have faith and let God in. For those of my Capricorns or cross watchers that are religious or very spiritual, this may be the time to really focus on that practice. Can be a big time to let go, and let God. Damn, Carmen. Damn. This may be a time to let go and let God. Woo, let go. See you guys in the chat. See what happens. Uh, so that's what I have for you. Thank you so much, Capricorn. And special shout out to Carmen. Everybody hashtag Carmen right now. Carmen right now. Carmen right now. Carmen right now. Carmen, thank you so much. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Thank you. Damn, now I gotta put out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just a little Venus and Scorpio humor, guys. Carmen, that was really, 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 really freaking sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Now I gotta. Is this a thing? Hold on. I love you, Carmen. Have a great night. Thank you. Oh, she's so sweet. Damn, when she comes through, honey. That was incredible. Okay, we've had a great night, guys. All right, let's see. What a darling. All right, Aquarius. We can watch. Get out. Get out immediately. Get out. I'm dead, Kines. Wow. Okay. So interesting. Ooh, this is really intense, Aquarius. Are you getting the intuitive hit that you need to leave in the next couple of weeks? Where you're just like, you know what? Bitch, this isn't for me. But the high priestess, she's so confident in what she knows, right? Even if you're a male, he or she's so confident in what she knows. And the high priestess, which is you in this scenario and your feelings, is I just know that I need to walk. Like, I know that I need to take a nice, long, brisk walk. Doesn't mean you can't come back, but you don't feel content. You feel like something is an illusion. Something doesn't really make sense. You're like, I got to get the hell out of here, you know? And I don't know why that is, but something is telling you that that's tea. Like, that's what you need to do. So I don't know if it's like you saw something on social media, you just have a feeling, you just like, when you have that feeling about something, you're like, I just don't trust this bitch. It can be like that. Wow. Why are you running? Ugh, such like an air sign to do that. Is that what you're doing? The King and the Queen of Cups, seriously? You're really going to walk away from that? Okay. All right. You view this as, your ultimate match, the person that you belong with, the person that you love, the ultimate, the mutual respect, the mutual love, the sensitivity, if you're a woman, this person puts you in your feminine. If you're a masculine, this person puts you in your masculine. So what's the problem? Why are you feeling like you need to walk away from this person? Because even in your mind, there's a lot of potential here, but it's almost like you want to go at it alone. But I cannot possibly imagine walking away from this. Now, I don't know your personal situation. Okay. I don't know if you're like, well, I really want to focus on my career. Hey, all well and good, but damn, the King and the Queen of Cups together in the uprights. Are you kidding me? What are they doing actually towards the other person? Oh, yeah, you knew you done fucked up, right? What do you say? Are you running away because you're scared? That's what that makes me feel like. You have this feeling like, oh, no, I need to run. Oh, even though this is the best thing to ever happen to me in my whole fucking life. you know, it's like the Hermit in reverse with the Chariot there. The Chariot tells me that there's fear. And the reason why the Chariot tells me that there's fear is because the Chariot represents courage, the courage to make a decision, the courage to move forward, the courage to justice, make a decision. You are coming out of this little hidey hole that you've been in, or this little fear mongered state. You're having some self awareness about what your fucking problem is. And it seems like you're going for it. You may be solidifying the connection, you may be making something right. This person's feelings for you, the Empress in reverse and the Two of Cups, they love you. They love you to pieces, but at the same time, they feel like they keep pouring into this because either A, they need to prove themselves, or they feel like they're going to lose you. Because the Empress in reverse, she or he pours a lot into another person to where it can be like very consumptive and very dramatic and like a lot to deal with. And this is somebody who feels like they need to do that in order to have just a simple connection with you. How they see you is the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Swords in reverse. Well, they see you as feminine. So whether you're a masculine or feminine, they see you as a feminine energy. They see you as somebody who's going to put themselves first. They see you as somebody who is not avoidant. They feel like you are a commitment potential, that you are wifey, that you are hubby, whatever the case, right? Like you are that person. Maybe you are married. For others of you, they just feel like you have the potential to be that. For some of you, you could be a business owner, but they look at you like somebody who takes care of themselves and puts themselves first above all else. I mean, truly. I mean, even that's what the Queen of Pentacles does. It doesn't mean she doesn't care for her home and her family and her husband or, his wife or right, whatever, not gender specific. But the Queen of Pentacles is always going to have her own thing first. And that's because she understands that she has to put herself first in order to be able to give to anybody else. And the Two of Swords in reverse, the Two of Swords in the upright is Moon in Libra. So then when we're putting it here, it's almost like Moon in Aries, right? A little bit. So it's like a choosing of oneself, okay? Which isn't always a bad thing. Oh, wow. The Sun and the Devil in reverse. So this person, regardless of what the toxic energies are or the fears are on your side, their side, there's an awareness of that. And so that means that because there's an awareness of something toxic or something negative, they're able to see it from a different perspective. They're able to resolve it. They're able to do something with it. And with the Sun there, it seems like they're pretty optimistic towards you. Moon in Aries. No way. Get out of here. New moon in Aries. Then we have air. And then the seas of Mintok, seeing potential. What did I say? Ah, that is so creepy. Get out of my house. Oh my God. Wait, where did the thing go? It's so weird. Sorry about that. Um, wow. So, wow. It's time to take it's time to take conversation. It's time to take action and have a conversation. This is not the time to delay whatever this conversation needs to be about. This is also about having a very revealing conversation. You know, this is what this reminds me of. I remember I used to have this friend, and me and this person used to talk all the time. And the more I would get this person, like the more this person would get me to talk, the more revelations I would have, right? And that's usually when you see like in synastry with like their sun in your third house, you just end up like telling this person everything. And my son was in their third house. So maybe you have that with this person, but that's what it's making me feel like. Like the more you and this person kind of talk things out, the more that things start to make sense, the more revelations that you have about yourself, about this person, about this relationship, etc. So I think that's what kind of needs to happen. Thanks, Aquarius. I honestly really like this reading, to be fair. Really like this reading. If you want to book a personal reading, you can do so on my website at violettaalexis.com. All right, Pisces. Let me go ahead and shuffle these cards first. Nice to see you, Kaylee. His moon and is in Aries. Oh wow. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter placements. So I have to make sure I shuffle these really good. I feel that, Sherilyn. You got to listen to that, you know. By the way, my profile picture is Lorena Bobbitt in court. Yeah. Honestly, she was like massively assaulted by her husband for many, many years. And one day she just snapped, you know? One day she just snapped. Not a lot of people know that. All right. All right, guys. Pisces. Oh, ow. All right, Pisces. Damn, a lot of the masculines are up top tonight, I feel like. Well, maybe it's kind of a mixed bag, but so Pisces, in your feelings, flip this if you need to. The King of Wands in reverse and the Hangman energy. Interesting. I'm definitely feeling like you're having a little bit of a slice of humble pie, if I may be so bold, and I will. The King of Wands in reverse is somebody who definitely has an ego about him or her. Definitely, feels like they're a leader and they're really not. Wants to call the shots. Has no background to do so. Basically, writes checks that their ass can't cash, kind of thing. And that Hangman is making me feel like you're having a bigger perspective because of this person, and it's your ego's taken a hit because of it. But the good thing is that you're able to kind of let go of some of that and dissolve a little bit of that ego for the better sake of humility and true confidence. And I feel like this person is helping you do that. Yeah. Well, if anybody's going to give you a big slice of humble pie, it's going to be the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is definitely very intelligent, highly intellectual, very emotionally intelligent as well. She's been through a lot and she's not going to let anybody twist her arm into shit, right? So that's how you see this person. You feel like this person calls it as it is. You don't think that they're cruel. You think that what they say means something, that they're not just throwing things to the wall and seeing what sticks. Like, they mean what they say and they say what they mean. And you feel like it's coming from a place of, I want to resolve something. I want to move on from this, but at first it needs to be addressed. So I think that's where your humility is kind of coming from. Come on, man. Seriously? You're still gonna, come on. So, Pisces, or whoever this first person is, it seems like you are definitely stubborn. You have your tail between your legs, but you're trying to, there is that fear or that lack of confidence or feeling emasculated or whatever it may be. But you're not allowing it to offer you growth. Instead, you're giving the information pushback, which really isn't allowing you to dissolve any of the ego or allowing you to see perspective or see reason. It seems like you're more so being manipulative and resorting to manipulative games. Okay. So please be careful with that kind of energy. This person's feelings, the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles, they don't have much left to give. It's like they're still kind of there, but the Seven of Pentacles can be somebody who's like, okay, I need to make a decision. You know, it can be like, do I still want to invest here? Or should I go invest elsewhere? It can represent that. The Nine of Wands in reverse can also represent giving in. So maybe this person is giving in to investing more into you, but I feel like it's more so that they're exhausted by this. You know, like they're exhausted. You know, they feel like maybe they have tried to give you reason or they've tried to put their boundaries up, but you keep like pushing against them or something like that. They see you as the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups in reverse. So Ace of Cups in the upright, Knight of Cups in reverse. This can represent somebody who actually has love to give, but they offer more than they actually have, or they paint this dream about what they can offer. And it's like they see as like what you can offer in regards to love and emotion is enough, or like you have it to give, but then you try to like, well, I can do this or I can do that. You know, it's almost like smoke and mirrors, or, you know, like you can't really deliver. Courtney, thank you so much for that super chat. Like you can't really deliver here. Their action, Hierophant in reverse and the Six of Cups, they're kind of digging their heels in because I think that they feel like you're digging yours in. So I want you to be careful with this because this is making me think of like Uranus and Taurus, where it just kind of lights up like a Christmas tree and flips out, you know. And I don't think that this person's going to do that, but they're definitely digging their heels in. They're kind of at this point where they're really tired. And so they're like, it's my way or the highway, but I still love you. Six of Cups, right? So I don't know. Believe in the impossible. Leo. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So it's saying there's still time to fix this. But I also think with that Leo energy, and when you're kind of showing up in Leo energy here, there's nothing wrong with Leo energy. But if we're looking at it in a negative light, then we can see Leo as being very stubborn, being very boastful, somebody who's trying to gain attention because of their own insecurities, somebody who's trying to create drama because they are bored with their life. Or negative Leo energy can also show up as thinking that they're better than everybody else, or being very egotistical, prideful, things like that. So it may be saying like, hey, you can change this. You don't have to be this way. You know, for some of you, that can be the case. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. What do you mean by that? The Three of Pentacles. So it's saying you can still get on the same page with this person, but you're going to have to humble yourself with that Three of Pentacles. It's saying that it's not always that you have something to teach. Sometimes you have to understand that you also have something to learn from another person. That can also be the Three of Pentacles. So, you know, this is Mars and Capricorn. I'm a Mars and Capricorn, but Mars and Capricorn, you know, in its highest octave, so to speak, is very mature. When it deals with conflict, it's very mature, it's very cool, calm, collected, you know, so maybe asking you to kind of take that approach. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much. And we're going to move on to my super chatters. If you guys want to book a personal reading, you can always do so at violettaalexis.com. What's up, Lindsay? Thanksgiving is coming up, and my best friend's birthday, and my mom's birthday, and my daughter's birthday. All these damn Sages. Oh my God. All right, guys, one sec. I'm just going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Hello, my little darlings. Oh, it's a little chilly in here. Um, yeah, we'll see if I can get away with just one deck. All right. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Had a great night tonight. Thank you so much to everybody that showed up. I really appreciate that. It's definitely nice to feel appreciated. You're welcome, Vanessa. Sorry I didn't see that before, of course, anytime. I was about to report your profile before I clicked into it. Are you serious? No, I mean, Lorena Bobbitt, I remember when I was younger and people didn't like really give the whole story of her when I was younger. I was in middle school, I think, when this happened. But I remember everybody just calling her crazy. Like, oh, she's crazy. She's crazy. Like, what a crazy bitch to do something like that. And then I found out the real story about how she got to that point and how she just totally snapped. And when somebody goes through that amount of abuse for that long, like it's bound to happen. And so who could blame her? I'm not saying that that's okay, but neither is what her husband did. It's definitely not cool. So it's more so just for like that kind of abuse awareness really than anything. Yeah, no, she was not crazy. But they what ended up happening, she didn't get jail time from my understanding. What they ended up doing is they gave her basically 45 days in a psychiatric hospital or something, and then she was released because they were able to like prove or whatever that she had been through that amount of abuse and stuff. I was like, damn, that's so sad. What's up, Socio? I guess he'll never do that again. Right, Kinez. Yeah, some of the things I'm seeing on the internet that men are saying are very scary. They're very scary. I'm just like, wow, you guys got confident after that election. I mean, it's like really scary, some of the stuff that I've seen them say, like terrifyingly scary. The fact that that is actually a thought in anyone's head is terrifying. So, like, what? And I'm glad for some of the good men out there that keep those other men in check. Cause damn, yeah, having two daughters, yeah, that is not it for me. All right, so not to let's get less intense here. We got my girl Abigail. How does Jeffrey feel about me? Any advice is appreciated. Sure. How does Jeffrey feel about Abigail? Mm, advice? Okay. Well, the Four of Swords with the Lovers in reverse, it can definitely be that this person may have a couple of different options, but it can also represent that this person is a little detached or a little indifferent. That can sometimes represent the Four of Swords, especially in combination with the Lovers in reverse, which can represent somebody who's detached. Somebody who's detached, who's not really making decisions from their higher self, but it can also be a feeling of unrequited love a little bit. So it doesn't have to be that intense, like, oh, unrequited love, I want nothing to do with her, but something's not there for him. What it's telling you to do, love this advice. The Fool and the Queen of Wands. Well, the Fool's like, okay, breaker of chains. I'm breaking free of my chains. I'm not, going on this path anymore. If something's not going to change, and I got to make the change. So it's asking you to take a leap of faith for you. Queen of Wands doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks. She's highly confident. She's very sexy. It's telling you to focus on that kind of energy for yourself. Thank you so much, Abigail. Alexis recently became very close with a Leo man. Anything I need to know? Thank you. Sure. Let me see. What are his true intentions with her? Okay. What should she know about him? Okay. Oof. I don't see anything bad. I asked what the intentions are. There's a little bit of fear here for some reason, and it can be because of emotional vulnerability. But here it shows me that there's some kind of courage and a will or a desire to prioritize you in some way and kind of go full force with it. Does he know where it's going? No. The moon is kind of just like, "Meh," right? But he's trusting where he's being led, or he's trusting to lead himself towards you in that general direction. What you need to know about him is that he's been through a lot and he probably has a heart of gold. The strength is, and the nine of wands. I mean, this is a like a very fiery combination. I feel like this is a very fiery person, somebody who may be very willing to protect you, be very protective of you. Somebody who knows when to hold back, somebody who knows when who to throw them, or knows when to throw them. And I feel like this person has been through a lot of in life and has come out on top. I feel like this person nearly never loses. Thank you so much, Alexis. Wander Tarot. Does my ex husband have desire to eventually try again with me? What does he think of me when he does think of me? Let me see. Wow. That's deep. Three of Swords, the Judgment, and the Seven of Wands. That's pretty deep, Wander Tarot. This person seems pretty heartbroken over whatever happened. Like they seem to be pretty ripped apart for whatever reason. Even if it's like they fucked up somewhere, they may have broke their own heart. I know I've certainly done that before. But this is somebody who still thinks of you. And with that judgment energy, the judgment is definitely one of those cards that you can say it's a reconciliation card. And that's what the judgment is. And it's about bringing something back from the dead, so to speak. And I think that there's the desire to do that. I think there's a desire to fight for you with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands can be like either fighting for something that you feel is already yours, or it can be about maintaining what you feel it has been earned. So, what does he think when he thinks of her? Oh, mm, damn. This is really sad. The Star, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Temperance energy. Oh my God. This person's feeling pretty down, depressed. Usually, I would say with the King of Cups in reverse, if it's surrounded by negative cards, I would say, oh, emotional manipulator. They're just blowing smoke up your ass. But it's sandwiched between the Star and the Temperance energy. So it tells me that it's not that this person is trying to or wants to blow smoke up your ass or manipulate you. It makes me feel like there's more heartbreak. It makes me feel like the King of Cups in reverse is just another way of saying the Three of Swords. And with the Star there, they still have hope with you. They still view you as their future in some way. And I think that with the Temperance there, they also feel like you balance them out. Like you have certain qualities that they don't have, and vice versa. And this is somebody as well that as much as it hurts me to say, they feel like with whatever happens, they have to be at peace with whatever happens at the end of the day, no matter how they feel about it. It's time to release negativity, water. You got the love, codependency, and boundaries. So it may be saying something around boundaries. Maybe you need to either respect boundaries, or you need to respect your own boundaries, or at least set them in place, okay, for whatever reason. If there's something emotional that you've been going through, which clearly there has been, it's asking you to take some time with that. Delve into that. What does that mean to you? Where are certain feelings coming from, etc.? Whether that's you needing to like speak to a therapist, do some writing, some journaling, take a fucking walk, do gym. Therapy is different for everybody, but it's telling you that there's some kind of negativity that you have emotionally, and there may be something that may have something to do with a lack of boundaries or boundaries in general. And so like I know for me, I have really allowed people to cross my boundaries in a lot of ways. Like people have a lot of the times crossed my boundaries in a sexual way that I would like freeze up or get like afraid to say no, or in my life, which has really just caused a lot of internal rage that I have. Well, how could that be prevented, right? I'm not saying that's your thing, but I'm saying that I have that internal rage because I didn't have the self-respect enough or the courage enough to be able to have those boundaries for myself. And I know that that's where the negativity is coming from. So it's asking you to look at the source of whatever that is for you. So sorry, I know that was a little TMI, but thanks a lot, Wander Tarot. Then we have my girl Zaza. Hey V, does Jim still think of me? If so, is it positive or negative? Does he still think of her? Seven of Swords in reverse. What does he think? Six of Wands in reverse. He feels like you're not giving him attention. There may be some guilt that he has, or there may be this desire for him to just be like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on myself because he feels like you're not really giving him enough attention, or you're not giving him attention anyway. Zaza, who is coming towards me in love? Is it a new or past person? Who's coming towards Zaza in love? Is it a new person? No, it's a past person. The Eight of Wands. This can be somebody at a distance. This can be somebody who has a Mercury and Sagittarius placement. This can be really fast communication that kind of comes in out of nowhere. Seems like they have something to say. It can feel very blunt and like a little forceful. You know, it is Mercury and Sagittarius after all. But I do think it's somebody from the past. Thank you, Zaza. Then we have Top Flight. What's up, V? Ain't seen you in a live lately. Looking good. Thanks. I've been live. I was live last week and the week before. Looking good. Me and the baby mama have not been seeing eye to eye on some things. Wanting to see what you can pull on her at the moment. All right, let me see. She seems to be very focused on work. She seems to be very focused on work. She seems to be very focused on putting herself first. I think that she still has a commitment to you. I think that she still wants to work on things with you in one way or another, but it seems like she's more so trying to master self and her level of independence. She's working towards more independence, whether that's financially, mentally, emotionally. What are her feelings for Top Flight? Okay. Um, there may be an obsession here, or she may feel like there's an obsession or a very strong sexual connection between the two of you. There's a little bit of a toxic karmic tie or a very strong sexual tie of some sort. And I do think that she's aware of it, even though the devil isn't in reverse, the Eight of Swords is. So it makes me feel like she tries to unstick herself from that sometimes, whatever that toxicity may be, or that is perceived, or the obsession, or the fear, or whatever. She tries to like unstick herself from that energy. I don't know if that makes sense. Thanks, Top Flight. Shout out to Carmen. Thank you so much. Then we got LaShonda. Hey again, V, back again with the same guy problems. LOL. Can you tell me how Tavi feels about me? Still unsure about this. Sure. How does Tavi feel about LaShonda? He may be holding a little bit of a grudge for some reason. He may be focused on something from the past, or this may be an energy of like him needing to grow up a little bit. So there could be a bit of an emotional, immature energy from his side of things. And it seems like it stresses him out, or he's constantly worried about something. The Ten of Cups in reverse, like he's worried about commitment, or he's worried about not receiving some kind of emotional support from you. The Empress, oh, I feel like there's an intimidation factor here. I think that he feels like this is you. So it's interesting that all of this energy is showing up where I was like, oh, he needs to grow up. And the Ten of Cups in reverse can be like not totally emotionally committed, but the Nine of Swords is in the middle of that, which tells me it's more of a worry than maybe it is a reality, or the worry that he has is manifesting in his behavior towards you. So what I mean by this, well, if he views you as the Empress energy, this is the creme de la creme. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Cups. This is the Queen of Swords. She is all of it combined. She is the best, right? She is the Empress. She's all of it, baby. So he may be intimidated by that, or worried that he's not going to be able to match up to something that he feels like you are, or that you essentially have to offer. Thank you so much, LaShonda. And shout out to Crystal. Thank you so much for that. When will Alex and I meet in person? And what would the experience be like? Aquarius and Scorpio. Sorry, there's a freaking bug here. Ew. Okay. Get out. Okay. When will Alex and I meet in person? 10 of Wands. I would say maybe in 3 months, within the next 3 months, but it seems like he may have a lot going on with that 10 of Wands, like, there's a lot that's happening. He has, I don't wanna say bigger fish to fry, but, like, a lot of responsibility, or there may be a lot that he's responsible for. 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. He may feel sometimes like he doesn't have a whole lot to offer because of how much time he's spending on other things, like other responsibilities, is kind of what I'm getting with that. What would it be like if they did meet? The 3 of Pentacles in reverse, why is that? The 8 of Cups in reverse. Why is that? The King of Swords in reverse. If you guys have had like a disagreement about something, like a I don't know if it's like a full-on fight, but like where you guys are not on the same page about, I don't know, a belief, about, I don't know, freaking religious or spiritual beliefs, or what you want commitment to look like, or I don't know, something about a celebrity. Whatever the thing is that you guys are not on the same page about, it seems like something is going to happen where you guys keep going back to that particular point. And with that King of Swords in reverse, you may either feel like he's being a little passive aggressive, or he's being a little, I don't want to say mentally abusive, but sometimes the King of Swords in reverse can represent that, but it can also represent somebody who's kind of gaslighting another person into making them believe that their reality is not their actual reality. You know, the King of Swords in reverse can be a little bit mean. And so now this can't just be you look at him like he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, like he's ill informed. But it seems like there's something that happens where you guys disagree on something and then you keep going back to that thing. Let me just see. What's that 5 of Swords? Yeah, I told you. What did I say? This is like a difference in either religious, spiritual beliefs, or this can be a difference in morals, values, things like that. Like the fundamental things that make you you, right? That you build your life on. It seems like there'll be some kind of disagreement in regards to that. Your advice, a personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Then we have Scorpio energy. Then we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. I feel like one of you have a rare gift of being able to bring the truth out of another person, and having the gift of allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough for the other person to feel comfortable to give that in return is kind of what I'm naturally getting with that intuitively. And so I think that things can be resolved through that level of vulnerability, but I definitely think there's going to be some big disagreements about fundamental things. Thanks, Crystal. I hope that that helped. Lee, hi babe. Can you please tell me why my boyfriend keeps bringing the past and questioning me nonstop? Is he going to get over it and move on? Why does he keep doing that? Because he wants to have a start with you, but something about the past is making him insecure. So it's like he wants to start, but then it's like a false start, and then he doesn't have a lot of confidence, and then it brings him back. It seems like it's an insecurity, but it's an insecurity because he wants to start with you, or he wants to move forward with you, but he's having a hard time because of whatever that is, because it's making him insecure. Is he ever going to get over it? I 2 pages again, my goodness. So, I mean, yes, I think that he will. I think that he will get over it at some point, but I think he's gonna need to put in the effort, you know? I think that he's still gonna be asking questions with that Page of Swords, but I think that something eventually will make him be like, "Okay, well, there's really nothing to worry about." But it's gonna take him a bit, I think. Thanks a lot, Lee. We got my girl Vanessa. Hi, Violetta. Why is Cancer Man tax communication so short, almost cold? Is there somebody else he's talking to? Queen of Swords. It could be a feminine influence in his life, to be honest with you. 2 of Pentacles. He could be juggling. Emperor. It seems like he may be Uh, it may be that he feels like this is you to be. Is there another woman besides Vanessa? Yes or no? Yes. Six of Pentacles. He may be giving to another woman. So the way that I could spin this, and you're going to know who you are. If you're very like straightforward with him, very, I don't want to say cold, but if you tend to be a little bit detached, or if you tend to be a little bit straightforward, or whatever the case, he may feel the need to kind of, the emperor isn't the most emotional, guy. He's not the most gracious host, right? He's like, I have shit to do. Why are you in my way, right? It's Aries energy. So he could feel like because you are this way, that he needs to be this way. And he's making decisions based around how you're communicating. Now, this can be a feminine influence in his life as well. Okay, so that's what a lot of the times happens when I see like a man that is detached, or there's another woman he's dealing with sometimes. So it can be that. And the Six of Pentacles tells me that he may be, giving to somebody else or spending money on somebody else or something like that. How does he feel about her? Two of Swords, Four of Cups in reverse. It's kind of like this energy of him doing it to himself. So if he's disappointed, or he feels like he's not getting a need met, or it's kind of like he's doing it to himself, but he's avoiding the conversation or the feeling altogether instead of just kind of dealing with it. A time to give rather than take. House 6. Wait, it's not time yet. Things are being woven. I do not condone this message. Kidding. Maybe that's because I'm biased because it's you and I love you, but a time to give rather than take, and house 6. This is double Virgo energy. So yes, I mean, it's weird because Virgo is a very like service oriented sign, and house 6 is also a service oriented house. So it may be saying that you're going to need to build some kind of, or put some kind of work in, because you think about house 6, right? House 6 is like, this is where we work the nitty gritty out in relationships before we get to house 7, right? So 6 is where we're kind of, sometimes where we're going through some kind of relationship counseling, or we're just trying to figure out each other's routines. Do they mesh? Things like that. But it's where you work things out before you can have a genuine relationship. So maybe it's something like that needs to be worked out for some reason. It's saying that right now may not be the time to do that. He may have his own things to kind of figure out, and once he does that, then maybe that will be the time to work those things out before we can see the potential of a relationship actually happening. God, listen, I was fighting for my life on that one. I was my ovaries were crawling up my throat in that exact moment. Vanessa Williams would also like to know Derek's feelings towards Kendall. What are Derek's feelings for Kendall? The death in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles. He doesn't want to let her go. It seems like he has a full commitment here in one way or another, even if they're not officially together. And if they are, I don't think he wants to lose her. If they're not, he doesn't want to lose her. But I also am wondering if he's having a hard time making some specific changes within himself, or having a hard time letting go of certain ways about himself, or something like that, like committed, but not totally. Wow. Five of Cups in reverse, Five of Wands in reverse. He doesn't want the smoke. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want arguments. He doesn't want drama. He may either want her to apologize for something, or he may want to apologize for something. Or it can't just be, you know what? I want to let bygones be bygones. I want to let go of the past. I want to let her to let go of something that I may have done. I want to let go of something that she has done. But there is a commitment here. I don't think that he wants to lose her. Shout out to Cassie. And then we got Vanessa again. Okay, one more. Is there any emotion towards me from Cancer, or is it all us? Show me, is there any actual emotion from the Cancer towards Vanessa? Three of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse. Here, I'll show you. So when we look at the 3 of Cups, right, this can be like a friendship kind of card. Okay, this can be like a friendship kind of card. Oh, I enjoy getting together with this person. I enjoy hanging out with them. I enjoy, but they may also feel like they've had a reality check about this connection in one way or another. Like rose-colored glasses are kind of off, maybe because of something that they think that they know, but they don't actually know. There may also be this energy of them putting you in the friend zone because of something that they don't understand or something that they feel like they don't have clarity on. I don't think that this person wants anything that's going to throw them off balance. I don't think that they want anything that's going to take them away from giving themselves what they need for themselves, like where they're taking the focus off of their needs and their sense of contentment. I don't think that this person wants to hurt you per se, but the 10 of swords, this person may feel like something is getting ready to be done. Maybe something's getting ready to evolve. Tell me about that 10 of swords. I'm just going to pull an extra one. 6 of swords. I think that they feel like you're trying to do right by them. I do. And I think that they're also trying to do right by them. I think that they feel like you check off a lot of boxes, I do. But that 10 of swords and that 6 of swords is making me feel like if they don't get what they want, then they're going to dead it, or they're going to act cold, or they're going to move on, or whatever the case may be. So I don't know what the fuck that's about. Work through your fears. Yang. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So it's interesting that Yang here came forth and then also Forge, don't follow. So this is saying that you need to take the lead with something. Like if you're afraid to communicate, if you're afraid to be honest and open, if you're afraid to just be like, hey, this is what it is and I don't fucking like this, I really feel like you're going to have to set the standard for whatever it is that you're expecting. And sometimes that's going to take removing yourself sometimes because, you know, men can be great, right? But what I have noticed about men and women, because I've dated both, is that women tend to listen when you tell them something. And it's not that men don't listen, but the way that they learn is through action. So instead of being like, hey, I really don't like it when you treat me like that, you can say, I don't appreciate you treating me like that, and then removing yourself from the equation. And sometimes you just need to not talk to them, to be honest. And that doesn't mean you need to play games, but it's only through your absence sometimes where they truly understand, where they learn to appreciate, where they learn to love more. So it's kind of like when a child does something bad and you take their electronics away from them, and then they really got to think about their behavior. Not calling men children, but you know what I mean. All right. Okay, then we got Sky. Hi V, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Would like to know, what does D boss think of me in the context of work? Okay. So he thinks that you're maybe very creative, very cute, sweet, somebody who has something to offer, right? He also feels like you're very self-aware. He also feels like you're going through this evolutionary process right now, figuring yourself out, maybe through the workplace individually. Um, will he be supportive in her growth at the current workplace? I think yes, but he's waiting to see more. With that hangman in reverse, he may feel like things are kind of at a standstill, or he's still trying to kind of gain a perspective. The King of Wands tells me that he will be supportive. Somebody who will kind of lead you in a way, will be more of a leader in some kind of way. The hangman in reverse, though, makes me feel like he's still kind of staying Like he's waiting to see more from you before he makes some kind of judgment on something. Thanks a lot, Sky. Sky again. The Capricorn's current. Whoa, where did it just go? The Capricorn's current thoughts and feelings. Thank you. Show me the Capricorn's thoughts towards Sky. Ooh, super stubborn for some reason. Not really sure why. Be careful of this person like using you for something. Okay, be careful of that. This person secretly probably cares what you think. But it's interesting because this is Capricorn. So for some reason, this person is very stubborn with you. Is a little bit of a butthead. You ever seen a Capricorn that has a like like a grudge towards you or something? They can be really icky, you know. But this person secretly cares what you think about them. What about feelings? Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. I think this person feels like you really don't need them at the end of the day. And I think that's part of the reason why they're maybe secretly invested, is what I want to say. There's something secretive about it. Just, it makes me feel like this person genuinely cares what you think. And it's almost like they feel as though they need to overcompensate in some way to make you think better of them. That's interesting. Then we got my girl, Courtney. Aries said something to me that took me off guard. When I expressed my feelings, he looked at me like I had two heads. Was I the a-hole? What's the High Priestess in reverse? Do you have secret feelings for this person? Or do you have some like suppressed feelings for this person? Because the High Priestess in reverse is being clarified by the Two of Cups. Are you being the a-hole? Four of Wands and the Knight of Wands makes me feel like, you know, the Knight of Wands can be somebody who's like, can be the life of the party and can be really fun. This is a very like fun energy. This is also somebody who's very honest. It doesn't mean that they're negative honest. They can be a little bit like, whoa, did they just say that? Kind of honest. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's not correct. But the night of, like the way that, how can I explain this? Like the King of Wands to an employee, right? If the employee messed up, the King of Wands would be like, "Hey, you know, I just need you to kind of fix this or whatever. It's not a big deal, right?" It's like Leo energy. It's kind of laid back a little bit, right? Supportive. It can be supportive, but I just need you to fix this. You know, the Knight of Wands could be like, well, what the fuck did you do here? Jesus Christ, you know. So I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of what I'm getting. So do I think you were the a-hole? No. Do I think maybe you could have gone about something a different way? Maybe the way that you took action towards said person, but I think it was coming from a good place. Can I give her some advice or get her some advice? The Three of Wands in reverse and the Tower. Don't do anything too hasty. This is probably telling you to kind of let go of something that's not working, whether it's this connection, whether it's a way of communicating, whether it's just something else entirely. But the Three of Wands in reverse can be like, not being too stubborn. Don't be too stubborn. You know, you get what you give kind of thing, and allowing things to change or evolve if they need to, whatever that means for you. Fire is your advice with karmic relationships. Soul growth and conflict. Okay. Can I get one more for that advice? And Taurus energy. So this may be asking you, it's all good to be passionate about what it is that you want or what it is that you're trying to say. I think that this may be some kind of karmic relationship in your life, but it's saying that this connection or this argument or this conflict or whatever it is giving you an opportunity for growth, whatever that means for you. Maybe it's just the way that you communicate, maybe the way that you think, maybe you really didn't do anything wrong at all, or your thought process isn't wrong. Maybe it's the way you delivered the message. It's really going to be dependent upon you. But that Taurus energy is saying, trust your feelings, take your time, you know. And I also think that the Taurus energy is just telling you to essentially be patient, maybe either with this person, even with yourself, or the way that you're communicating things. Thank you, Courtney. Then we got Courtney times two. What are my highs and lows this week? Show me her highs for this coming week. Okay, Ace of Cups in reverse, the Magician, Ace of Cups in the upright, the Magician in reverse, and the Sun. Okay. You have some kind of either love opportunity or creative opportunity that is either being offered to you or that you are offering to someone else. But the magician reverse tells me that there's a little bit of doubt. There's you feeling like, oh, well, maybe it, like for instance, right? If this is a romantic connection that you're trying to offer something to, you're trying to offer someone something. The magician in reverse can be like, oh, well, what if I don't look good enough? Or what if I don't communicate properly? Or what if I don't, but the sun is like, you know what? I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to be happy. I'm still going to just be optimistic through it all, regardless of my self doubt. Okay. And so it can feel like something is kind of missing here, or you don't have all of the tools in order to start something. But it's basically just asking you to still stay optimistic regardless. So it seems like you're feeling pretty confident and optimistic despite feeling like you don't have all of the tools to be able to make something happen. I feel like you'll gather them as you go on, if that makes sense, or as you take action. This could also be something that is being offered to you as well that seems to be making you very happy. What's that magician in reverse? The Four of Pentacles. There could be a little bit of apprehension, like, I don't know, like holding back a little bit in some way, but it's all coming from a place of self doubt. What about the lows? The Two of Wands, and yeah, it seems like a hesitancy once again, some kind of hesitancy, afraid to kind of not come out of the closet, come out of your comfort zone in some way, a little bit of fear, a little bit of hesitation, either around some kind of creativity, offering love, or receiving it. Conjunction, activated earth, trust where you're led. So it's like, just go with it, is what I'm thinking. So if there's something being offered to you, allow yourself to connect with it as long as you deem it healthy and sane. Okay. So it's trying to tell you to trust whatever this process is, or trust whatever it is that you're being offered, or what you were offering to someone or something else. All right, one second. I guess I did need two decks. Shout out to Missy. Thank you. I don't know if you had a question or not. Give me a sec. Two more shuffles. You're welcome, Courtney. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Top Flight. You're welcome, Enigma. Hi, kitty. Hi, baby. I'm almost done. I promise. Samira, am I going to hear from Christian in the next 4 weeks? Yes, Knight of Swords. It's going to come in out of nowhere. What's going to be talked about? Some kind of unfinished business between the two of you, with the world in reverse. Specifically, I think that you're going to be quite emotionally expressive. It seems like something is moving forward in some kind of way, especially when it comes to emotions. But it seems like he's there to ask questions or find something about some kind of unfinished business between the two of you that has to do with some kind of emotional situation. So it seems positive, especially with that Queen of Cups and that Jupiterian Wheel of Fortune energy. Thank you, Samira. 5-star, using subliminal affirmations to get Johnny to think about me and get an apology. Is it working on him already? Like, is he feeling it? The death in reverse. I don't think it's in a positive way. It seems more like in a toxic way, an impulsive way. He doesn't seem to be changing. Is he thinking about you? I think so, and probably obsessively with that devil there, but I don't think that anything is going to change like the way that you want it to change. So do I think that he's thinking about you? Yes. Do I think he's going to change? Not right now. Thank you, 5-star. Then we got Missy. First question, is there another person in my current love partner's life? Ace of Swords, yes. Maybe somebody new, somebody that they're talking to, maybe online. What is her advice? The Tower. Well, the Tower is saying, sometimes you gotta metaphorically jump out of the building before you crumble down with it. It's kind of the thing. So it's like so metaphorically jump off the already sinking ship kind of thing. It seems, I hate to say that, right? That's such a crappy thing to say. That's such a crappy thing to have to deliver that message. And of course, I hope that I'm wrong. I hope I am shit wrong. Absolutely. But the Tower can just be like, let something go. Something has to change. The Tower will come in when you haven't made a decision. The Tower will come in when something needs to change that you have refused to change, you know, whether that's just like how much you decide to put up with or something else entirely. We got Jojana, my spouse. How does how does my spouse feel towards me? His name is, what is the blockage of me and him moving forward? Okay. What are his feelings for her? The Five of Pentacles. This can be like feeling sometimes like something's missing, or feeling abandoned, or feeling out in the cold sometimes, feeling neglected. Um, what's the blockage for them to move forward fully? The Three of Wands. Well, it's not just about like, oh, we should do this, or this is what we should do to fix this. It's actually following through with some kind of plan. It's about keeping promises. It's about delivering what we say we're going to deliver. And the Three of Wands, it can also be about expecting something without giving. Now, it doesn't mean that every time we give that we should be expecting in return, but what it means is kind of that if we're like, for instance, and I'm not saying this is what he's doing, if he's just constantly leaving his dirty laundry everywhere and his skid mark underwear all over the place, and he's not cleaning up after himself, he's not putting the toilet seat down or whatever, that's probably not going to make you want to sleep with him, right? So it's like, well, in order to want me to sleep with you, there has to be some level of respect there for me to be turned on. So that's kind of what I mean by that. I'm not saying that's what it is. That's just an example. And then we have Vanessa. So why is Cancer hanging on to me if he's with Kendall? The Worlds, the Temperance, the Four of Pentacles. What's the World? He feels like you're helping him close out some kind of cycle with that World there. He may feel like he learns a lot from you, like you're somebody he can count on. And I say that because the World and the Four of Pentacles is double Saturnian energy. Feels like he can count on you to bring balance or to bring peace in some way. So I don't know what that means for him, but it makes me feel like he feels as though you bring some form of stability in his life. And I don't know if that's just like you guys have really great talks. I don't know if it's stability for sex, but it seems like more than that. It seems a little spiritual. Why else? He feels like you're somebody that would, I don't want to say fight for him, but somebody who would maintain this. Somebody who would, even maybe if you're the type of person to give him a little bit of pushback or a little bit of a run for his money, he might like that. He may feel like you're gung ho about him in some way, and that may be something that he likes. It's a very weird flip flop energy, in my opinion. Interesting. The North Node and the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. This almost reminds me of the Tower moment in a way. So when we look at the North Node in astrology, whatever sign it's in or whatever planet it's touching, it wants more and more, right? It's the dragon head. It just keeps eating. It just keeps eating, and it's like kind of the bottomless pit a little bit, right? Because the South Node is the opposite. So it just has this head that can just consume and consume and consume. And I wonder if it's telling you to, with the void there, it's almost like telling you to embrace some kind of like fetal position that you're in right now. And what I mean by that is almost like a baby before it goes through the Maybe that's a bad example. But like a baby before it's born, where it's just kind of like in that space. And it doesn't mean you need to wait around for someone or anything like that, but there's some kind of evolution I feel that's about to happen for you. And I feel like it's just telling you to embrace whatever that unknowing is, where you feel like you don't really see what's coming, you don't really know how things are going to be, you don't really know where you're going or what you're doing, whether it's in your emotional life or otherwise, but it's telling you to kind of embrace the unknown is what I feel like. I don't know if that makes any fucking sense. I hope it did, because that's what I got. Thanks, Vanessa. Top flight. How do my supervisors view me at work? I feel like they love you, honestly. With that Queen of Cups in the star, they believe in you. They care about you. They see you in a very positive light. They feel like you're very future oriented. They have a lot of hope for you. I don't see anything negative. Thank you, Lisa. And then Lisa again, based on how my ex feels about me, will we reconcile? I don't see anything right now. With that Five of Wands and the Four of Swords, this person's still a little conflicted within themselves. It seems like they're maybe afraid of some kind of drama. They're trying to practice indifference. They also may be trying to kind of bow out a little bit to find some kind of inner peace because of some kind of drama that the two of you have gone through. So I don't know if that makes sense. All right, you guys, I got to get out of here. I love you all. Please have a wonderful night. Special shout out to Carmelita and Crystal and Vanessa Williams, and especially a shout out to my wonderful mods, Rick, Dart Designs, aka Lori, and Complexity. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.